Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining this 3-day frequency activation series. My name is Lisa Holton. I am a health, money, mindset, and business coach. And today we are talking all about money. So for those of you new, let me introduce myself really quick. First off, welcome to the High Vibe Money Tribe group. I'm also the host of the podcast, the High Vibe Money Tribe podcast. So go check that out. And that's actually part of your homework today, but we'll get to that later. So my name is Lisa Holton, health, money, mindset, business coach. Like I said, I really love to help entrepreneurs go from a lack mindset to an abundance mindset through helping you grow your business ideas and your wealth, because that is where we find freedom and joy and can really create the life we desire. So, I have a fitness and nutrition background, which is why we talked about nutrition yesterday, because that's completely still in my wheelhouse. I've done that for 13 years. I exited my gym that I owned in June of 2020. And so now I'm bringing it online to you guys. Love talking about money mindset. I helped a ton of gyms back when I owned my gym, grow their gyms, grow their business ideas, help them with money mindset. So that's kind of where the money mindset and business coaching kind of came into. I was basically doing it for free for 5 years. And so I decided, well, why not bring it to everybody else, right? Since I know what I'm doing. So today we are talking about money. So if you missed yesterday's talk on nutrition, I would recommend going back and listening to that, because we talked a lot about mindset in there. And we're going to talk about that again today, because mindset is everything. So when I say the word money, what do you think? And a lot of people will think it's hard to make. I never have enough of it. It comes and it goes. That's what I used to think. It comes in and then it goes right away. So what are the thoughts you're telling yourself around money? Because like I said yesterday, the things you think about become your words, which becomes your belief. So if you are constantly saying, I don't have enough money, money is hard to get, money comes and goes, I never have enough of it, then that is what you start saying, and then that is what you believe, and then that is what you notice. I think this is the part that a lot of people miss is, I'm not just saying to sit around on your couch and to think positive thoughts and all of a sudden a dump truck of money will come your way. That's not the case. But if you can start thinking positive thoughts, and if you can start really sinking into those and feeling those positive thoughts, then your mind is open to new ideas and new ways to create money. If you're constantly saying, I don't have enough money, money is in lack, I can't make enough of it, then your mind, your brain is kind of shut off from ever seeing any new possibilities. So this is all about raising your vibration so that you can truly have an open mindset and see new possibilities in front of you. Because when you're closed down, you can't see like new windows or doors that might be open to you. But when you're open to new possibilities, when you're open to new ways of making money or creating money, when you're open to seeing new things, new ideas will come to you. Doors and windows, so to speak, will be open for you that you can go through and that you didn't maybe think of them before. Okay? So that's the first thing we want to talk about, is rewriting your money story. So we all have a money story. Probably comes to whatever you were taught, whether in school or from your parents or what you learned from your family. So what is your money story right now? Like, what is on repeat in your head? And a lot of my clients will say, money's hard to make. It's always in lack. I can't ever spend what I want. I'm in debt. I have a ton of bills I have to pay. So if that's your money story, how is that serving you? Obviously, probably not really well. So this is what you're going to do today. I want you to rewrite your money story. So I want you to actually write with pen and paper. I want you to write what you want your money story to be. What is it that you want? Do you want money coming into you? If so, how much? Do you want a raise from work? If so, what is it? If you want to buy a new house, write that down. So rewrite your money story today, and then I want you to start believing that. So you need to say it to yourself over and over and over again until you believe it, because you can write it all down all day long, But if you don't truly believe it, it will never come true, because you have to believe it in every cell in your body that this can happen. So maybe if, say you're starting a business and say you've only made $1,000 so far, maybe don't say you're gonna make $1 million, because that's probably really hard for you to believe. Maybe say I'm gonna make $5,000, or I'm gonna make $10,000, or whatever the number is that you can believe, because you have to believe it in order for you to receive it. All right, so next up, mantras are always helpful. We talked about this yesterday, but mantras can help you when you feel frustrated, when you feel like it's not working, when you feel down, right? So short little snippets of things you can put on repeat in your head to try to get out of that negative mindset. So maybe you could say, like, I love money and money loves me. Or you could say, money flows to me easily. So what is something that you could say to yourself that you can put on repeat in your head when you start to feel those negative thoughts come back in? So this is all things I teach in my life frequency program and in my money freedom course. So we go into deep dive into all of this. So the next thing I want to talk about today, and again, I can talk about money for like days on end, so I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet for you guys. The other thing I want to talk about money is, we're going to talk about more about this tomorrow too with relationships, but is what are you listening to? Because I know, like, for example, right now, if you watch the news, they're saying the economy is bad. Oh, all these people have lost jobs, and oh my gosh, the world is going to end, okay? But if you listen to maybe somebody else, maybe a podcast, maybe you listen to a different news organization, maybe me, whomever, and they're saying the economy really isn't all that bad right now. We've really never had the creativity that's happened the last year. People have had to pivot, and they've had to look at new ideas. They've had to create new things. I mean, look at like cryptocurrency. It's been around for a while now, but it's really booming right now. So look at all those different ways people are making money now that they didn't maybe do a year or 2 years ago. So it's all in your mindset and how you want to look at it. And I'm not saying that people aren't losing their jobs, because believe me, I know that. I lost my gym in 2020, so I know how that situation is. But what I'm saying is I didn't sit on my couch and sulk at all. Like last year, this was the day I got shut down last year. So it's been 1 year ago today that I got shut down from my gym. And I live in Wisconsin. We were shut down. And I did have a bad night that night, I will say. But that next day, I got up and I've pivoted so quickly. And that is the thing that businesses did not do, is you did not pivot. So if you still haven't pivoted, you need to pivot. And that doesn't mean you need to exit your business or you need to do something entirely different. But you do need to pivot and find something. So I did not sit on my couch and cry. I did not woe is me, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna let unemployment, ride the wave with that. I didn't do that, because that's not who I am, and because I rise up, right? I did not let that take me down. So just because I lost my gym, then in June, so we got shut down in March, I lost my gym in June, I immediately said, what do I love to do? I love helping people. That's why I opened my gym, because I wanted to help my community. That's why before that I was an online personal trainer. I love helping people be healthy. I love helping people as a whole just have a better life, okay? So in June I was like, lost my gym. Well, what am I gonna do? Well, I love helping people. So instead of, again, woe is me and I'm the victim and I don't know what I'm going to do and I could have blamed everybody else, I didn't. I said, how can I help other people? What can I do now that helps and supports other people so that they can live a better life? Because that's what it's about. Having that positive mindset to help bring you up when you feel down. So that's why when you watch the news, you hear one side, but maybe when you listen to myself or a podcast or something else, you kind of hear another side of how the economy is. Because I'm choosing to look at it in a positive light. I'm choosing to look at it and say, this is what I did. You can do that too. You can pivot. You can create a new idea. You can create a new program. There are plenty of people that need what you have. You just have to tap into that. But you can't tap into that if you're woe is me laying on the couch saying, I'm just going to let the government do everything for me. That's victim mentality, and that will get you nowhere. So you need to rise up, put on your big girl panties, and you need to say, how can I support other people? How can I help others? That will help your money mindset. if you do that. All right, so going back to money. So how can we make more money? Because everybody wants more money, right? Doesn't matter if you have $10 million, everybody wants more money. So how can we make more money? Number one, money needs a purpose, because money is energy, just like anything. So money is energy. You attach a stigma to money. So a lot of people will attach like, oh, I just have to hold it really tight in my hands and I can't let it go. Or, oh, there's a lack of it. But money is just energy and it circles around. I mean, most of the time when we spend money, we don't even see it, right? Because it goes on our credit card. So, or maybe you pay with Venmo or PayPal. We don't even see it. But it is energy and it's just circulating around. So you need to bring purpose to that money, because then you are attracting that energy into you. So why do you want to make more money? And I want you to journal on that. And if you don't journal, you can think about it in your head. Why do you want to make more money? Do you want to go on vacation? Do you want to get a bigger house? Do you want to renovate your house? Do you want to pay off debt? Do you want to start a savings account? What is it that you want to do with this money? And it needs to be something that excites you. So if saving money does not excite you, then don't have that be your purpose. So pick something that excites you and focus on that. That's why you want to make money. Also, I want you to write down everything that you like to do and then everything that you're good at. So for those of you that maybe are like, I want to start a side business, I want to start a side hustle, I want to start my own business, or even I'm an employee and I'm fine with that, but I need something else fun to do, this is what you need to do. Write down everything you like to do on one column and then everything you're good at on another column. And then you're going to look at the columns and what are the things that are very similar? What are the things that are very similar? So I'll give you an example. What am I really good at? Or what do I like to do? I like to cook. I love to bake. I love being with my friends and family. I love working out. I know I'm like a weirdo, right? I love to work out. I could work out like all day long if I could. I love working out. I like to read. I like being outside. I like being in my pool. Those are the things that I like. What are the things that I'm good at? I'm really good at talking. I'm really good at listening. I'm really good at helping other people figure out how they can be better at their lives. Like I was even good at this in high school. It was really weird. So if you look at what are my crossovers, well, obviously I gravitated towards a personal trainer because I love to work out and I'm a really good listener and I can guide and direct people really well and I can help them lose weight. Great. Now I'm a coach, an online coach. Well, I still love working out. I love talking. I love helping other people. All of that goes together. If, for example, you love health, maybe you love working out and you love talking about nutrition, but say like you're an employee, right? Like you work in a desk job, which is great because I do not believe that your job has to always be your passion, but your job has to be the purpose for your passion then, okay? So say you're at a desk job and you're staying there because it brings in the money that you need. It gives you the benefits that you want for you and your family. But then you need to find a purpose, right? You need to find your passion if that's not your job. So the money that comes in then, what can you do with it? Like, for example, I have some friends that she wants to start a photography business and she's a great photographer and that really fuels her, right? She loves doing that. So she's going to make cards, but she's still keeping her day job, right? Because that brings in the money that she needs in order to fund her passion. And that's totally fine. You still need a passion. So my example was if you love health and fitness and you have a day job and you're going to keep it, totally fine. Then what's a side gig that you could do on that? Maybe you want to be a personal trainer. Maybe you want to get into like network marketing, which I think is fantastic for anybody to get into because it's a great way to make money doing part-time work. So maybe there's a network marketing, company that suits that. Maybe you love cooking and baking and maybe you want to start a food blog and then one day you turn it into, monetize it and turn it into a cookbook or something. So there's lots of different things that you can do with it in order to start creating more money. It doesn't mean you have to give up your job and start a whole new job and become an entrepreneur. That's not necessarily what that means. It can be for some of you, but for others of you, it just means you need to find your passion and then you need to follow that passion. If you follow that passion, you will create money. Just like my friend who's doing photography. Well, maybe she'll start taking picture, like senior pictures, or maybe she'll just do nature photography and she'll start putting them on cards or make a calendar and she'll sell that. Now, granted, it's maybe right now not making her thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, but it could in the future. Or maybe it's just a passion project of hers and it brings in side income. That's fine too. Those are all great ways to create more money. So one last thing I want to say is if you are working a job, again, it does not have to be your passion, but it does have to fuel your passion. And here is one quick thing that you could do in your job is you could always ask for a raise. Now, I talk a lot about this in my Money Freedom course. We talk about how to correctly ask for a raise, when to ask for it, how to kind of stage it. And so I'm not going to go through those things right now, but that is something that you can do if you've been there a while and you've been a great employee and you bring a lot of value to the team. That is something that you could do to try to raise up your money frequency. Okay, homework for today. It is to listen to my episode of the High Vibe Money Tribe podcast. It downloaded yesterday. And you're going to learn how to rewrite your money story. So it's about a 7-minute episode, and I go into detail on how to rewrite your money story. You're going to listen to that. Once you've listened to it and completed the homework, you're just going to put done in the comments below, and I'm going to believe you, and you could win a prize. I also want you to, for an extra ticket into the prize, leave a review for the podcast. So if you loved it, leave a review for the podcast. And what could you possibly win? You can win an amazing, awesome 60-minute private coaching session with myself where we will dive deep into health, into money mindset, into business coaching, and into relationships. And you will walk away with a concrete plan as to what you need to do to up-level your life. So that's the prize. All right. So make sure to hop over there. I'll put the link below to the podcast so you can listen to it. It's 7 minutes, not a big deal. And then do the homework, post done below so I know who to enter into the prize. And the prize will be, I will draw the prize Monday and announce it on Monday, okay? So you have a couple days. All right, you guys have a great rest of your afternoon. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy the day.